Onibaje's platform, and my eyes just grasped a comment, someone's comment. Before I, scrolled, I just grasped that comment. I saw the person saying, Onibaje, so are you sure you have Papariano's address? That was the comment I saw, and I said, what? I was trying to wait to hear him, to see if he would see the comment. It was Abate, yes, it was Abate's comment. I was waiting to see if he would respond, but maybe he didn't see it yet. But I just needed to get out anyway. I wanted to do one or two things, so I got out of TikTok, and I sent a message to you. It is of no significance again, because I know you take care of yourself. You are.
Yeah, if you say you have someone's address, why are you coming here to tell me drop your location?
So I mean, I know that it's not. Well, I pray it's not possible. So that was why I sent you that message. That this is what I saw. I hope all you are well, but I know you're unstoppable. That was.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, just let those slide. We just have a little more time. To go, and everybody will get all of this, and they will be caught. The most important thing is to see that the Nigerian police get all of these kids arrested, put them all behind bars, and they get to snatch their teeth and suffer the rest of their life. Exactly. They're not free people, and are not meant to be among free human beings.
Yes. In addition to that, I believe they just want to silence us, because why would you remove someone's freedom of speech? Why would you want to silence that? Look at Mohbad when he was in Abuja. Yes, they wanted to kidnap him. Why? To silence him. Was he talking against any Oba or anything? To silence him. So all this was the voice notes. It was this against Oba. No, it's a tactic to silence us. But we are unstoppable. We will not be silenced. So that's it. It's not because someone particularly did a particular scene or had a particular voice note. No, they just want to use that as a reason. But really, they want to just silence us. That's what it is. That's my submission.
Yes, no one is scared of all of these things. These are the things that are done before those days, where people just wake up and they go after people, pick them up. It's something culturally related. When you see me condemning some certain things that still runs in our culture as people, as Africans, it is very common that there's high chance of you having a European child or an American child understanding their rights, their Child Rights Act, okay, their child rights. Now, if their parents abuse the law, there's a law in the state, in the Child Rights Act, that the parents cannot abuse the child. We are subscribed to the Child Rights Act. We have it in Nigeria. But do we follow it? If a parent abuse a child, that parent has committed a crime, both in Nigeria and from where these laws are coming from. But abroad, those kids understand their rights. They can take their parents to court or to the police. But how many times have we heard that an African child takes a father to the police for beating him?
That is the first priority in school, Yeah, right. They are taught in class. There's a special.
We have the right. We have the law, but we don't use it. Well, we use court.
Yeah. Because we are not taught in school. It's from when they were young, from 4-5 years old, that they are taught all these rights. My son came home one day. He was just 4 years old, or was it 5? And he said that my teacher taught me how to press 911 if anybody, my parent beat me, or if anybody beat me. He came home and told us that day. We said, what? They taught you that? He said, yes.
And that is why, imagine I am the governor of Lagos State now. All this law, I will enforce it. I will enforce all of this law and make sure that they are very active. Very swift. We have all of these laws. Why are they not active? And you encourage the citizens to make use of their law. Don't come and cry that somebody is cheating on you. Nobody have a right to infringe your rights. Nobody can step on you. Nobody can even beat you, slap you. All this police, anybody that beats you, slaps you, there have to be immediate actions. Once you take 1-2 persons as an example, the remaining becomes history. The remaining kids begin to grow that way, and they live that way, and that's the success of the society. Because what we see, for example, there was a guy they called King White. The guy came here one other time and was issuing, his own fake threat. Fake threat. His younger brother was there. The younger brother maybe 10 or 9 or 8. See your own elder brother issuing such threat that, okay, I'm going to catch you, I'm going to get on the corner, I'm going to block your way. That guy is learning. You are passing it to the other generation. That person is automatically learning, okay, this is the solution, right? Okay, whenever I have anybody come to me, I'm going to do the same thing. He keep repeating over and over and over. But deep in his head, he said about us, okay, I'm going to report to the police, I'm going to go to the police, or I'm going to call the police immediately. And then call it. Whenever that person has a problem, they will do what they see. So what are these different characters that we have in our society? If we begin to evaluate them, we will know the reason why our society is the way it is. We will know that yes, we made this society. There's nothing, we don't need to be crying. We made this society to be here. Our anger, we cast it. We take things into our hands. And then it becomes a system. Even when the law is there, but there's what they call habit. We already have the habit of doing it our own way. So then we see it. The society becomes what we have made it to be.
Good afternoon, all. Papa, can I ask you a question, please?
Ask the house a question.
Okay, I'll ask the house a question. But I did ask, I was asking you because I forwarded a thing to you this morning where a lady was saying that under the law, under the Nigerian law, that Baba has no right to any of Mohbad's property. That the way things stands, even if the Wummi did a DNA and it turns out that Mohbad is not the biological father, the fact that he accepted Liam as his son when he was alive means that he is his father and everything he owns is his. Is that correct?
Sorry. Hello. Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, I must tell you, right? All of these things. When I read about this DNA stuff. Like, there is no direct law in Nigeria that states how DNA test can be granted by the court. Okay, but there's a process. On how the motion can be passed, the way it can, the procedure. Okay, for example, the interested party, Child Rights Act Section 63-67, people quote that a lot. Okay, that one of the parties to the proceeding is going to bring sample. All right. So in this case, Mohbad is not alive, and so there's nothing that brings the grandfather in. It's not busybody. That person is just being blindfolded. Now, what the law says is that paternity issue, request of DNA test, they are all under family matter issues. They are family matter issues. Okay. And again, there is this presumptions that says that Section 167 of the Evidence Act 2011, that any child born into a valid marriage, that child belongs to that man, to that marriage. So automatically by that law, baby Liam belongs to Mohbad. Okay. But now, since there's a family issue here, the law says that, but this presumption can be challenged, can be refuted with a valid reason to the court. Okay. The law did not tell us whether which party or no party. Okay, but that's a presumption that is left for the court to determine. Upon application to the court will give verdict on that. And sometimes the court judgment is not always based on the particular provisions, the particular act of law that is available. Sometimes the judge will give judgment based on similar cases that this country has judged before, based on similar cases that has happened, which the judgment was given. So sometimes it will be redrawn, it will be recalled. Alright? So now in this particular case, there's only one statement you should say. It's a family matter. And it has to be resolved as a family matter in the court. Okay. All this one they are saying, Baba doesn't have right, Baba have right. Can they show us anywhere in the Nigerian constitution where it says that the grandparent of a child do not have right for a grandparentage, that is confirming, requesting for a DNA test of the grandchild. There is no such law. And can they show us where it is the only person who can request for the DNA of a child must be the father? All those such languages not there. People misuse languages. Okay, but now what the law says is that it is under family matter law. It's family matter. So as family matter, they can consider the child right, the best interest of the child. They can look at the situation, okay, that is making the family, because this person was married into the family, and they are in the customary court again, magistrate court, which customs are also looked into. If I'm Mohbad, I want to come with arguments like, over time, the testimony of the defendant, that is the wife, has opened my eyes to so many things that I never knew those things were happening. Okay, one, the lady talk about placenta, which you popularly know the way placenta is being treated as Yoruba persons culturally. We don't know how she treated the placenta till today. It is obscure. Okay, left for us to know by informations from left and right. Okay, that is in fact it's not giving us boldness to want to really to really trust whether or not this will belong to the family. It's a shame. She has allowed her misbehavior of the past. She go to the public talking about placenta. Baba Mohbad never talk about placenta in the public. She brought that case to the public. And Baba Mohbad was surprised at placenta. In the coroner inquest, Wummi was the first person who took the placenta case to the public. And when you brought to the public, then Baba begins to wonder, like, placenta. And now, as Baba, since it's brought to the public, then now how was it treated? Then now it is left for how was it treated? Then now it is left for oh my God, can you please be muted, Dr. Esther? Now that is a blank space. I'm giving her expo. Now maybe she's watching me. Expo. Papariano. Don't play. Now the placenta has drawn us to a ground of contestation. Okay? And now, considering the fact that even before the birth of that time, how about her pregnancy? She came to Baba in the 7th month of 2023, claiming that she wants a baby. Okay, and all of those time, okay, if we look into the time she claimed that she was pregnant, which was, Baba said she came on the month of July, which they have to establish. Yeah. As long as she came in the month of July, according to Baba, August, she said she missed her period. So she must be either 3 weeks pregnant or some weeks pregnant. So from August, according to her now, she's the one shooting herself. She said she was pregnant for 10 months. 10 months. Now, if you add 10 months to August, August, September, down to May, it means she should be giving birth at May. That's the 10 months. But she gave birth in April. This can only tell us that she was already 1 month pregnant on July before she came to Baba. Again, where is she bringing this child from? So there's a clear manipulation from her side.
That's right.
And now, not only that, okay, fast-tracked to so many individuals coming, beating the father for no reasons, for reasons that cannot be corroborated, like Samilari, bringing gangs, okay, claiming that he was sent by Oba's side at the Oba Elegushi, all right, for reason only known to them. Okay, and now when we look at all of this together, okay, and you guys promise to be coming after him all the time for reason best known to you guys. Then there is a problem here. There's a problem here that we may begin to question whether or not these people are right, because these are the public right now. This information is in the public, and it's not good. Please don't be speaking, please, so that I don't miss it. It's not good for this child to grow up, see himself in the midst of all of this doubt. It's better resolved now that he grew up without anybody bullying him. Okay, because it's going to remain a talk of the public. In fact, even throughout his lifetime, especially if the child wants to come out for any position, wants to represent himself in any official position, whatever, the history is already there outside there. That where did your mother take placenta to? That when were you pregnant? When was your mother pregnant? Your mother was pregnant on July, on August. When your mother said she was pregnant for 10 good months. 10 months. How did the magic happen? She said she was pregnant for 10 months. And Baba said the pregnancy started August. 10 months plus August, she was 1 month pregnant. because she gave birth April. She's supposed to give birth May, but she gave birth April. So again, this for me, I think if you associate this with the fact that Mohbad have Mohbad have cases with the Malians, all right, his properties is on the line, and this property ought to be transferred to the legit heir. That's the next succession, all right. And now with all of this confusion on ground, we just want to have a DNA test to ensure that this child belongs to this lineage and treat the child properly the way every child of this lineage, okay, is supposed to be treated. And as a result of that, because of the lineage is needed to be established and the inheritance purposes. These two reasons, lineage and inheritance, can give us a way, okay, can give us a way, can give us a headlight. So having a DNA, and this is up to the court. It is up to the court. It's up to the court to pass the judgment. They would have heard a convincing reason, but I don't expect Mohbad to go and be saying that they are looking for DNA tests because they want to establish the reason why Mohbad was killed. No judge on earth will ever allow such. Who are you? You want to use DNA to establish why somebody was killed? Only the police can ask for DNA to establish the motive. Only the police can establish the motive why you committed a crime. Killing somebody is a crime. It is not your job as a family to go and establish who killed your son. It's the job of the investigators. After they have discovered that Wummi have committed a crime, now they may want to go and request for DNA of that time to see whether indeed that time is the reason why Wummi did what she did. First, they have to find out what did she do. Then now go to motive why she did so. But you cannot go to motive because motive can deceive you. That child can be Mohbad's child and Wummi still kill Mohbad. Is it possible? That child can be Mohbad's child and something happened, cheating or whatever, and Wummi still kill Mohbad. That child may not be Mohbad's child and Wummi don't have a hand in Mohbad's birth. So all these conditions are there. That's why you have to establish what did she do. Like me, if I want to nail Wummi on the ground, even as things stand right now, I'm going to hold Wummi on negligent. I don't think any woman in their right senses will allow the husband of their first child to suffer painfully, okay, in that unbearable health condition as described by the Nigerian police. I don't think any woman will do that. So for you to neglect her, I think something must have happened. So tell me, did you guys quarrel? Is there any witness that there was a quarrel? Yes, there was a quarrel. Oh, okay, there was a quarrel. What was the quarrel about? Are you sure the quarrel is not about infidelity? Are you sure it's not about this? Okay, if it's not about that, okay, no problem. We will try to do our job to check, to see the different reasons. Then now, the police will have the court order to go do DNA on that child, to clear that area. And when that area is not the reason, then they go to another area. They will check so many areas. People kill for so many reasons, but you have to check every of this with the reason to see which one that match. You must find one that match. So logically, this is how I think I can address it. But anybody saying that the court cannot grant DNA order for baby Liam DNA to be done, I mean, I want to call them baby lawyer. Any lawyer, no lawyer can say so. Don't preempt the court. If you're a lawyer, you're watching me, I will tell you, do not preempt the court.
Yeah, you shouldn't preempt it.
Yes, there are past judgments that can be referred to. Go on.
Yeah, you have spoken at length, and I think you covered it all. Yes, you're correct. There are so many instances where the putative father might need to be determined, like in the US now, and you have a child. If a child was born in a marriage, the husband is automatically determined to be the father of the child. However, if they go to court, if the woman if they are separated and she wanted child support, for instance, and they go to court, and the man may claim no, she was promiscuous. There are instances like that. I'm not the father. I'm very sure I'm not the father. And there was an argument in the family court. The judge will request that a DNA be done. They want to ascertain the putative father of the child. out of the normal thing, something may happen that will trigger a situation to arise, even regarding the paternity of a child. For instance, even a woman may decide not to go for child support in the US. Why? Maybe she conceived the child under a very, grievous reason. She might have been raped. Because there are so many of them that want money, they want some benefits for themselves and their children. And the law in US is that, first of all, where is the fact? If a woman comes in now with a child, that she needs benefits, she needs housing, she needs shelter, she needs food. The first thing the government will ask her is, where is the father of your child? Now, she now may begin to say, oh, I cannot give details because I'm traumatized, the way I conceived the child. I know him, I'm traumatized, blah, blah, blah. They will look at the reasons and they will not pursue the father of the child, because normally the father of the child must pay child support, while the government will now give that money. They will take it from the father directly, and then they give the money, send the money, they will remit it to the mother. They will take it from the father from his pay, his job, from his employer salary slip, and they will give it to the mother. But when they see that it's traumatic to pursue that, they will overlook it. They will leave the father alone, because she may say the memory aggravates me. Some will say it's through domestic violence.
In this particular case, for me, I think something intelligently can be done.
That's why I'm going to Papariano. In this very particular case, assuming Mohbad was alive now, fine, we know that he's the one that is rightfully authorized to request for DNA. But in his absence, and with everything that has happened, with this woman, like you said, as a matter of fact, the father even confirmed that his son told him that she was promiscuous. Based on that, and with his death, and the situation surrounding his death, you said it all. The situation surrounding his death, the hush, the dubious nature of how they are trying to conceal how he died is enough to question what is the motive behind this boy's death. Who could have been behind it? And they need to turn over every stone to and go deeper, and that's the reason why the father of Mohbad has a legal right to request for it at this point. It's part of investigation.
I wanted to just chip in that it is also important. There are some things that Mohbad can also do. That Mohbad will completely deny that child do not belong to the family, and now the burden will be on Wummi to prove to Baba at all costs, including DNA, that child belongs to Mohbad. Not that we're trying to prove. Wummi have to come and prove. If Wummi claims that the child belongs to Allah, then prove it.
Yeah, exactly. So they can go about it two ways. Baba,
and that is why they are trying to drop Aloba as a name for that baby. And also they are trying to see that, okay, if inheritance is the reason why you are coming about for us, we don't want inheritance. We don't want your name. But that's not enough. That's why I put lineage. The man want to confirm that that baby belongs to the lineage. Forget about inheritance. That lineage must be part of it.
Yes. And then there is another thing Baba Mohbad said. It may not be, tenable in court. I don't know how they accept traditional reasons in court. Baba Mohbad said that it is against his lineage, his lineage to accept a child from outside, a bastard child. It affects them. It affects the generation. It affects the welfare of his lineage. So I don't know how far that is tenable in court, but that's another reason.
It is tenable. It's a civil case, and again, it's gonna be treated in a customary court where customs are highly welcome. Yes, and God's love. Are you very much convinced now? All of those kids, tell them to come here. They know where to go. They don't come here. God's love. Are you there? God is love. Invite them to come. That's what I did from the beginning. I like to bring all of them here. Let them come and do their argument here. Let's see what they always come. They can make noise elsewhere. One was even saying that even if the court gives order, he is going to have it challenged. Why would the court give such order? Come on now. Are you preempting the court? No lawyer will ever advise to preempt the court. That, upon application to the court, we will see. It lies on we will see. But you can give your presumptions, you can assume, you can predict, but do not preempt the court. It can go the other side. Hello, Mimi. Go on, Mimi. What was the question you're about to ask, Mimi? And Joy Maki, you're also welcome.
I apologize, Papa Riano. I didn't realize I had muted myself. Thank you so much for clearing that. This morning, when I heard that, I tell you, I almost burst out in tears, thinking everything everybody's been doing, what you guys have been doing for us, just to see that justice is served. If what this lady was saying, then all our time would have been wasted, every effort would have been in vain and all of that. But thank you for clearing that up. I'll have a better day now. Thank you, and thank you, Madam. Well, too. Thank you so much.
It's okay. Yeah. Go on next. Mimi Bands, do you have your question or it has been answered?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. My first question is, I heard about the GoFundMe has been endorsed by you. Is it true or not?
Yes, it has been endorsed by me, and I paid $200 to encourage everybody to go pay. Okay. So you can try your best to also pay. Yeah.
So I'm not in Nigeria, so how can we pay from where I'm at?
If you want to pay, you just have to go to my profile page, and the link is there. You click on the link, it will take you to the GoFundMe. You will see the amount to choose and put in your card.
Okay, thank you.
Let me know if you're facing any difficulty, so we can have people to guide you from the life.
Okay, thank you. Another question is, it's not concerning that. There are two words. I think like 3 or 4. I can only remember 2 now. I just want to know the meaning of them. One is that you guys always say, kiniko. What's the meaning of that?
Ask Dr. Esther. Dr. Esther, I give a scientist.
What's the meaning of that, ma'am?
Papa Riano, you don't come again. Or what's kiniko? I don't know. What's the question, please?
The question is, I just want to know the meaning. I've been like hearing it a lot, so I'm so curious. So what's the meaning of kiniko? Am I saying the right thing or not?
You might not. I think you're saying it because there's a Yoruba word called kiniko, and it means something. Kiniko means something, but it depends on the context which is being used. You know, say kiniko timoro. That means something I'm thinking about. If I say it depends on the context that is being used. So you don't understand.
She's asking literally, what's the meaning of kiniko?
That's another one.
He's smiling. He knows the answer. This is Papa Riano. Yes, he's the scientist here. Go ahead and talk.
No, you tell her. You can tell her in the best. The way.
Kiniko. I just said it. Kiniko. Let me tell you. Me too. I'm not so fast in Yoruba language. I just try my best.
You are Yoruba now?
Of course I'm Yoruba, but I don't know the Ijele Yoruba now. You are more Ijele than I am.
No. Me that they said I'm not Yoruba. I just support GoFundMe, so they say I'm not Yoruba. If I'm Yoruba,
kiniko means something. It's something. You know, kiniko. How will I say it?
Kiniko.
It means so and so.
Something like that.
So. Depends on the context. Thank you.
And you also have kininko. You know?
That's a greeting.
Exactly. That's another thing as well. So.
Thank you very much. You threw me under the bus.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
No, not you, Jerry. I mean Papa Riano.
Okay, I saw someone says that it's like you say blah blah. Okay, I got it now. Okay, there's another one. You say ejo.
Oh my goodness, you have to pay for this.
Ejo is
please. Okay.
Yes,
thank you so much, Dr.
And it also depends if it is plural or singular. If it's one person, you can just say jaw. That means you're talking to one person. If there are many, you can say ejo. But I've seen situations where when we're talking to our elderly, not even our situation, when you're talking, if it's a child talking to an elderly, you can see ejo as a sign of respect. It's also the same thing you say to a group of people, ejo. They say a child can say that to an elderly person, ejo is a sign of respect. So
the easiest way to know it, since you're learning Yoruba, if you're learning the verbs, if you want to use the word is a plural you, it's a plural you, a second person plural, okay, and to mean you. So found, if let me say you want whatever verb that you want to conjugate in Yoruba, once you put a in front of that verb, it becomes for many people. Example, edide, ejoku, emalo. So the there, if I just say ejo, means like you please, literally it's like you please. Okay? Because the means you, so jo means please. But literally for the start, just use the straight one, jo. Then later in a language you get polite over time.
Okay, thank you so much.
Be careful not to get out.
But that kinikon is like something somehow. A kind of something like so kinikon. Like it's not mentioning something like just something like. It means something like. Yeah, just like a redundant. Just you don't want to, but it's like you like that word. You hear it?
Yeah, I love it.
I'm also kinikon.
So nice. I love it. There are a lot. I will write them down whenever.
Get yourself. We can get to a Yoruba teacher if you want. I mean, there are some people who can volunteer to teach you.
That would be nice. Okay.
Yes, I mean there are so many of them that comes around. If there's any American returning want to come back to the country, wants to learn Yoruba.
Yeah, I will when you become a governor. I said it last time. I know it was a message I sent. You said when you become a governor, I'm going to denounce my citizenship and come to.
If I become a governor, just in Lagos now, in Nigeria, it means a lot.
when I saw that, I don't think I have ever seen something that surprised me as much as that. I had to ask, are they doing a comedy skit or is this some comedy show or something? No, that is serious. It actually came in front of the camera to say that Nigerians should be glad that he's not a serial killer. Who will say that in the diaspora? And the neighbor of such a person will not have called 911 immediately, or whoever knows or saw that video first, and they will call the cops. They will pick him up immediately to explain himself. You don't just talk tackles like that, and he's able to say that, and nobody's raising eyebrows. The government are not, because they see these things. They can't tell me that one person or the other has not seen it and shared it. They do see it, and they're not. That alone is enough to pick him up, to come and explain it, to come and to lock him up. We should be glad that you are not a serial killer. How do we know what will trigger you to become one? Whatever may not be triggering you now, or might have not have triggered you so far, may eventually trigger you after you made that statement. And then we'll find people dying somewhere, not knowing that it is you. That's a big one. That is total insanity.
The audacity for Naramali to come out. I was asking, who does he want to be killing, Nigerians or Europeans or Americans? Who?
In Nigerians now. It's in Nigerians, so it's Nigerians that
we are taking that lightly. We're happy with such.
Look it as if, what? I did a double take when I saw that. I said,
maybe you'll be killing Yorubas because it's in Yoruba land, so.
we don't joke with that because we have so many serial killers here, and some are fathers of children, some are husbands at home. They live a double life. We don't know who they are. They are looking for one serial killers every day. So you're gonna come out on social media and say to the world that you all should be glad I'm not a serial killer. Glad? That means you are potentially one. For you to think it and telling us we should be glad, you are there's 99% chance that you already won or you're soon to be won. You're not gonna go scot-free. You'll be picked up. That makes Nigeria. I wonder, play with human lives a lot, too much, because that's endangering human lives already. Leaving that on the loose, such a person on the loose, we are potentially endangering human lives in Nigeria. And the government should be doing something about that. He should be answerable to that. He should be locked up.
It's not even good for his career, the kind of thing he does. How can you, a musician? How can you, a musician, be coming out and saying that people should be appreciating you? Who do you want to kill, Boss Lady, or whom? Or do you want to kill TSL? You guys should be appreciating Naira Marley, okay, Boss Lady, TSL. And Lady Harris, you guys should be appreciating Naira Marley.
I don't think Naira Marley actually killed Mohbad though. Papariano, I donated. You didn't see my donation?
When was that?
A day ago.
You lied. I don't believe you.
I'm not lying. Why would I lie about
Why
that?
didn't you put your name there?
Because I'd like to be private.
For instance, if I'm a woman now and you get me pregnant and I give birth, the child is not yours. Is that what the Nigerian?
No, we are saying under section 167 of the 2011 Evidence Act says that any child that is born into a valid marriage belongs to that marriage. That is, the father has full responsibility. The child is legitimate child of that man, unless proven otherwise through a good reasons by the court order. That presumption stands. So as it stands now, what that means is that, for example, Wummi was pregnant when she married to Mohbad. She gave birth to her baby in a valid marriage. So that child is automatically Mohbad's child by law. That's what the law says. Do you understand? Does it make sense to you or not? You're not speaking. Where are you? Are you lapioing?
But me answering you at the comment section is the same as I'm responding to. So now, as it stands now, Liam is Aloba's grandchild. Until proven otherwise, just like TSL read the law. But have you people checked, has that law not been amended?
It's 2011. Maybe you can check for that. But I mean, as far as I know, you can just Google it. Check the presumption. Just type the presumption that a child born into a valid marriage belongs to the marriage. Then you will see. But so far it's 2011 that I see the latest. Maybe we have 2015 or
2011.
But it's a valid law. It's a law that is valid. I mean, even common sense tells you, you marry a pregnant woman, the woman give birth into you, the woman give birth. I mean, who else will go and stand when she give birth? She give birth into your marriage. You will receive the child. You will receive the child in your marriage.
What about if the DNA prove otherwise? What about if the DNA prove otherwise?
That's what the law says, unless DNA proves otherwise. Unless. But the presumption is that there is an assumption that child belongs to you because you are the husband of the wife. If you're not comfortable, then go and seek court order and do DNA. But nobody will come and say that they own that child. By law, that child belongs to you.
Someone said in the comment section that Mohbad did not know she was pregnant.
How can Mohbad not know for good 9 months that Wummi was pregnant? Mohbad saw her pregnant and accepted it.
There was a picture of Wummi and Mohbad and what's that guy's name? His friend. So if he didn't know, why did they take that picture? Who's that person that said that?
I think he MMI or whatever. She's in the comment section.
Oh, she's here. MIMI, Mimi something.
Yeah, she's Mimi Bans. Okay. She's the one asking for Kinikan. Wummi must do DNA. Wummi must do DNA. She must.
Papariano.
Yeah.
Hey Joe, what's the meaning of Ola Piu? Sorry, please.
Let the ladies answer.
That was a mistake, okay?
No, La Piu means knacking, like having sex. La Piu.
Okay.
It's Mohbad.
That is the wrong definition.
Thank you.
It's not in Yoruba.
It's what?
That's does not mean having sex.
Okay, I'm live on guys. I'm live on TikTok. I'm gonna mute you. You guys can be chatting. Let me quickly respond to this side.
Pabrano, before you go, can you play that song of Mohbad that talk?
Thursday, alleged that Mohbad's father is associating with those who bullied her husband just 24 hours before his demise. According to New Telegraph, during the investigation into the sudden demise of Mohbad, his childhood friend, Prime Boy, was a prime suspect in the controversy surrounding his kpài. Taken to his Instagram page on Friday, Prime Boy shared a copy of the petition filed against Wummi. Although the content... And that is why sometimes, in as much as VDM to talk, that is why sometimes we need people like him around. That's one of the reasons why I don't fight that boy. No matter how that boy annoy me. One day if I see him, I will conquer him. But I will not fight him publicly because we still need that boy around. Someone says only support bullying. Absolutely not. But they don't buy him. It's just like saying because your husband divorced you, then 3 weeks later you buy, now your husband buy you. Or because your husband cheated on you, you can't buy 1 month later, now your husband buy you. Let's deal with the cheating separate from the buying. Afa, we do adura for Mohbad. We put hand together like this, we pray for Mohbad. That Afa, we tie bed sheet for head. That Afa talk say, Naira Marley say he never see him over a year. This Prime Boy, this Wummi, Mohbad Papa, make all of them come talk with happen. All of them saw him within 24 hours of his demise. Ex-Doll official say you are a liar. He won't talk liar, he spell layer because his mama be like old layer. She get the sense of old layer. She lay am as egg. Now from egg, the Lori Bruku hatch come out, Ex-Doll. You supposed to remove the D-O-L, spell am as D-U-L-L because now you don't pass for this entire generation. You are so dull that they don't put you for Gen Z. Your dulling enter the next generation.
Well, that's just the bottom line. It's just calling out Wummi together with Baba just come out and speak. I think I can put my camera out and put it so that you can see.
But please, who is calling doll head? Doll.
Yeah, it is true.
I just heard this. I didn't hear what you guys were saying before now. I'm sorry, but
yeah,
I know that sounds like that phrase. Who is he calling doll head or whatever?
Anytime he's doing a show, if you're familiar with his show like that, there are some people who are always coming for him in the comment section. So he will always nail them. He will always rapture them according to him. He will first insult them before he raptures them. Like rapture meaning he will block them. They will never comment again.
Oh,
so anytime they bring any negative comment, he will just come at them like that. Oh. So I feel somebody he has already interviewed Karimo, you know, I think last year thereabout, and him being kind of on their sides, kind of, you know, because until now he's now saying that although this thing is not now, it was last month. This video is 29th of March. So until now that he's now saying that Wummi should come out and talk. Why did he not say that all since? And some people are of the opinion that They are sure that he collected money from Karimo to interview her on his page. According to him, that when he interviews on his page, he gets about 1 million or so, or more than. And why did he not just maybe go through Karimo again and interview or something like that? That what went wrong for him now to call on all of them now to come and talk? Why didn't he not call them to come and talk before? And in the video too, he's also praising Very Dark Man for all his investigative analysis and all those things. So, you know, it's just a question mark there, kind of.
Mr. Kule.
Going to
Can you hear me? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir. See, I want us to deliberate on the next coroner inquest, which is on the 15th of May, which is next month. Let's talk about the coroner inquest. What are we expecting them to do? Because as for me, I'm expecting Prime Boy to speak on this next coroner inquest. Why are they just letting only Prime Boy, spending, only spending as you're speaking for the 2 times the coroner inquest was when they started the first one, spending speak, yes, the second one, spending speak. So I'm hoping and I wish they can let Prime Boy speak on this 3rd coroner inquest that is coming up on the 15th of May. My own point of view, though, because they cannot just allowing only spending to be talking. They can't be allowing only spending to be talking when the other person is not talking. And the first one, they said, what's his name? Spendy fainted or something. And the second one, they said the judge was sick. The 3rd one, we don't want story from any one of them, please. They should let Prime Boy speak on that next coroner inquest that is coming up on the 15th of May. Or what do you, what can you say? What are you expecting? To me, I don't know how to put it, but I just hope they let Prime Boy speak.
Okay, well, that's actually a good point, you know. But I'm sure that the new legal team have now sent some names to the magistrates to invite them to speak. I don't know if it will commence from the next inquest. I'm not sure, but I'm sure that they have worked on some new persons that they want to invite so that they can testify to help the case. But I hope Prime Boy is also on the list. And another thing we need to talk about is that, are we going to continue with this 30-minute, 1-hour inquest? Because if we continue with that, we're not going to go anywhere. Because how long would that, how can that help us, considering the kind of time factor and every other thing? The judge will just come and say she's sick, she's having headache, she's having cramps, she's having this, she's having that, and then she'll close the inquest. No, that's.
Are they going to keep on telling us different stories? Somebody's sick, somebody's break their neck, something like this happen every time. We still expecting more for Spendy though, because Spendy was in the house with Mohbad few hours before the incident happened. So Spendy still needs to tell us what led to that fight. Because he was there, they all went to the show together, come back home, he was there too, in the house, and I think the fight continued. What led to that fight? You should speak what led to that fight. And some of the bad friends. Yes, please, go ahead.
I don't think Spending is going to give us anything extra than what he has already given us. You understand? He's not going to give us anything extra than what he has given already. So if we're expecting more to that, then I don't think it's just it. Because he was the one that we invested a lot of hope on. But where did that hope take us? Took us somewhere we don't even know. You understand? So I think maybe Prime Boy, he should be able to at least shed more light and also counter Spending on the last. I think at the last inquest, he was also saying that there was a punch on the Prado glass, I think. So I think Prime Boy should come at that and clarify things. But me, I don't think Spending is going to give us anything extra.
Okay, Okay, Mr. Kule, that means they should let Prime Boy speak then, because Prime Boy have one of two things to say. They should let Prime Boy speak on this next coroner inquest.
Yes, not only Prime Boy, the nurse, and some representatives of the hospitals, Kuramed and Perez, to come and affirm the time and the state of the body as at when as at the arrival. You understand? And then also, I think they should invite Mohbad to, give us a particular time, because she's the one saying Monday now. You understand? They need to bring her back if she can come and affirm that Monday she's emphasizing on. Then that can help us move past this whole blah.
That one is a police. That one should be police job. Police need to summon the Mohbad for questioning, which is a personal questioning, because nobody should go with Mama Mohbad if they really want to do their job. And that woman must provide that proof, evidences that Baba Mohbad was the one that sent people to Mohbad's house to stab him. They need to arrest that Mama Mohbad for questioning. Then with proof that, this is the proof.
As it stands, the police will not do that. So in order for us not to invest too much of hope on them, they have written petition against Darosha. Till now, I don't think they have arrested Darosha. You get it? So now putting Mama Mohbad.
They say they are doing everything. They doing. I remember when Paternity went to station then, when she was doing video, the police said, blah blah blah. You can see her the way she was talking, that they are doing the police are doing their work. So why are they not? Why can't they see all of those things that they're supposed to would have done? They are not doing their investigation. Investigating this case very well. They are not looking into some people, and Baba needs to arrest Mohbad to come and bring the evidence out where Baba sent those people to go and stab Mohbad. Because you cannot just sit in somewhere in that room and Wummi is on the the phone telling Mohbad to say sorts of things, and that woman is saying different things every day. People can't just sit down and be watching that woman like that. Honestly, I wish the coroner inquest can even put Mama Mohbad by inviting her to that coroner inquest to say one of two things, to ask her some questions. I know she's going to say what she actually know, what happened. If Wummi is there, if Adra is there with that woman, she will not speak up,
Exactly, that's what we're saying, that they need to bring her back to the inquest. Because there's a lot of things she's saying now that I think it will be useful to help us in the case. So if they bring her back to the inquest, let them ask her some questions, and let them cross-examine her. And based on some things that she's spilling out on social media and through some media outlets, let them cross-examine her and let them confirm timing from her. The time now is of essence, because we need to check who is lying or who is not lying. Because according to Spending the last time, I think he was also guilty of that timing aspect. I think he said they called him around 1 p.m. or so, that Mohbad has fight. And I think the nurse said that he got to the place to treat Mohbad around 2 or 3. I don't know, I stand to be corrected. So if this stands,
that reminds me, Mr. Kule, about that nurse that you just mentioned. Sorry, I interject you. If you remember, the mother of the nurse says what the police read to the public is different from what nurse wrote in his statement. So that's for that reason, the nurse needs to be invited. To that coroner inquest to go and see who do you inject. She needs to defend herself now. Who did not inject? At what point did you get to that house? When you get there, what did you see? Who called the nurse? Okay, said Spendy, right? Okay, what now happened?
Then if that's the case,
something different now.
Then if that's the case, everybody, just like we used to say, then the nurse's mother must also be invited. The nurse mother will be invited to the inquest so that she can reconfirm what she said, that her daughter did not do this, her daughter did not do that, contrary to what her daughter said. And there is too much of controversies about the nurse. Even her pictures, there has been a lot of fake pictures flying all over the internet, which is not the nurse. Take pictures. So that nurse, particularly, there's a lot of interrogations that must happen about her own account, and the mother too should be invited because the mother too would be of help. Because before the mother can say anything like that, she confided in her mother.
Did you see how many names? Mr. Kule, did you see how many names that Yanos mentioned? There's more to this, really. There's more to this. I just pray that this next corona inquest, they should not tell somebody fainted, somebody is sick. Anybody that is sick, at least from now till on the 15th of next month, that person to get better. And if you know you cannot handle it, please give it to someone. Let someone else take over this case. Let someone else take over this corona inquest. We don't want story again.
My own is that we should get that money in that GoFundMe so that it can be enough to pay the legal team, so that we can be able to hold the legal team responsible. Because there are a lot of cases that the legal team need to work on. We were here yesterday analyzing on petitions that Mohbad wrote and signed before kpài, and we also countered Oba Elegushi, that there was a particular time Sam Larry responded to that petition, and he wrote on his petition. They published it on Punch. You understand? His name then was Sam Larry Elegushi. Why is he bearing Elegushi's name? And Elegushi later denied him after Mohbad has kpài. Why did he not deny him before Mohbad kpài? Do you understand? So if he claims that he's denying Sam Larry, why did he not do that denial since last year August when that counter petition was published? Why is it now later, when the people are now, so furious about the matter, and that is when you have come to, disclaim that you don't know Sam Larry from nowhere? But he published a petition with your name, and then there was nothing. And then now you're saying that you don't know him from nowhere. I think if there's a case, Sam Larry... Okay, go on.
Okay, so thank you. Sorry. Let's assuming that when Sam Larry was bearing Sam Larry Elegushi, let's just say, maybe he likes the name of Elegushi, and he just feel like, okay, let me just add this name to my name because I like the name. Let's assume that way. So when the incident now happened to Mohbad now, and the name of Oba is being included in that petition, that means they need to invite that Oba for questioning as well. What leads to so things? Because the police are not doing their work. If they are doing their work, they know what to do now. They know. Honestly, all these things we are saying, they could have invited him and questioned him and go and do more investigation about what happened. What leads to that petition? You understand?
See, but that's one of those things. If you ask any lawyer, they will tell you that when you want to write a petition against somebody, you have to bring some evidence, some facts that will be able to tell that what you're writing against that person is actually fact or is actually the truth. You understand? So let's assume that Mohbad gave evidences before that petition was granted, of which all the names were mentioned. You understand? So there was an evidence before that petition was published. And the police on the other end, they are supposed to do their job by inviting those persons and getting to know why that particular, why they have been threatening the guy and threatening his whole career and everything, and even destroyed his property worth over 5 million naira. But they didn't do anything. Because if they did anything then, it was at that moment that the Oba should have disclaimed that he does not know Sam Larry. If they did their job at that time, the police would have disclaimed, the Oba would have disclaimed that I don't know Sam Larry, I don't know what's my name doing in that petition. You understand? Exactly. But it means that they did not do their job, and that is why we have to sue the police in that aspect. That is number one. The police, you sue them for not doing their job. Now, number two, when Sam Larry wrote his own counter petition in August, he wrote a counter petition in August, and he claimed that he is still bearing Elegushi, Sam Larry. So, had it been the police have done their job, they would have also found out that this guy is not Elegushi. You understand? It's just more like, I think they are piling petitions in that Alagbon or wherever, and they are not working on them. If that's the case, then why are people going to write petitions now? Because petition is more like useless. And that's why some people saying that you want to write petition against the police. It's of no use. Better you just do a lawsuit, sue them to court, and then you guys, you can win them. the Nigerian police force has been warned severally in the court. So it's not